Alright, before I really hop into this one, I have a confession to make. A couple videos ago, I started a video, and I made a really bad play, and so I just restarted the video. Had to get that off my chest. It was fake, I'm sorry. It was all fake. It was on the first round of the video. It was really embarrassing. Not even the most embarrassing, like, play of the series. It was the one time I lost because being stupid, but, it would have been number 2. I just couldn't have that on there, so... For full transparency, it's all fake. There it is. Anyway, we're gonna keep going, or get going rather. Okay, good confessor. There is doppelganger, so it could be fake, or it could be real man, or lover. So. Oh. If 2 is corrupted, either 1 or 3 is poisoner. If 3 is poisoner, then 4 is fake. If 1 is poisoner, it doesn't know that much. It would be 3, 4, and 5 in that case, actually. Which is totally possible. So 3, 4, and 5 is a possibility. Or if 2 is corrupted, it could be 1 is the poisoner. In which case, I don't really have that much info. That's like a scary, like, either 2 is fake and like it's chill, I just move on. Or 3 is poisoner, it's 3, 4, 5. Or 1 is poisoner, and I don't know what to do. I want to use gesture. I don't know how I should use it though, because like, I know 9 and 6 are obviously good, but I don't know about the third one. If I can use it on check 2. I'll say use these 0 evils. Okay, so it's not 3, 4, 5 then. So it's 3, 4, 5 for not 0 evils. So what does that mean for me? At this point, if 2 is corrupted, it has to be 1 who is poisoner. So, if you're corrupted, you are poisoner. You're telling the truth. You're telling the truth. You're telling the truth, which means it has to be you and you. Which would mean 1 is telling the truth. Because, right, if 2 was corrupted, 4 would be telling the truth, because 2, 6, 9, there would be no evils. Which means 3 is telling the truth, we know evils adjacent, which means then after be lying, because you'd be doppelganger, so you'd be fake, and also you'd be telling the truth, you'd be a real lover. So you'd have to be 7 and 8. But then, I mean, which would be one part of them closest. Which means I think 2 is just evil here, because we also know that if you're corrupted and you're the poisoner, then you have to be evil adjacent to, which means you're evil, which means you're lying, but we'd be telling the truth in that case. So you should just be fake. Okay. Now switching for right here. 2, 6 switch, you're telling the truth. Yeah, listen to 6 is real. Which means you're telling the truth, and you're you're lying. You could be part of the doppelganger pair though, also you're lying. One of you's probably poisoner. Why not between these 4 at the very least? Maybe 3 and 5, the 4th corrupted. or it's 4 and 1. I think it's either 3 and 5 or 4 and 1. I think it's more likely 4 and 1 because it's likely someone's doppelganger. Like here's the two options. Either 3 is fake, and then so either 3 is fake, 5 is lying, and 4 is lying. Which means one of them would be corrupted and one of them would be fake. So I could kill 3 and then just do that. Or it's 1 and 4. If 5 is fake, it's always 3. If 1 is fake, it's always 4. So because one would be less, and which would be 4. It's a flow. So yeah, I think 3 is the kill here. And then it's either 4 or 5. I think if 3 is poisoner, that's always 5. And if 3 is real, it's 4 and 1. I think that's fine. You know, I do honestly think 3 is real. Actually, no, I think if I can probably kill 4 here. If 4 is real, I just kill 3. I think it's more likely 4 and 1 here. Just so I think 3 is likely. Like. I suppose 2 is which? Wait, hold on, I'm stupid. So it never is 1 here. Okay, so it is always 3. Either 4 or 5. I don't know why I just thought that wasn't which. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I'm stupid. So you can't be fake here then. So it's just gonna be 3 and then you're part of the doppelganger pair then. And there's 3 and then either 4 or 5. So you're poison, so you poisoned you, so it's 5. And you were a doppelganger. Okay. Alright, 4 was real enlightened. Counterclockwise. 1 pair of evil, 1, 4, 5. It's a good thing I already have 1, 4, and 5 already revealed. Keep going, investigator. 4, 5, 6. So one of the knitters has to be lying here, which means both knitters are lying. Which means I can honestly probably just kill both of them. I think 5 is drunk here based off what A is saying. Unless it's both of them, and then... No, because if it's both of them, then you couldn't be drunk because of 1, and then you couldn't be drunk because he's on truth. So I think 5 is drunk. You are... Lilith. And you're Shaman. Wait! There's Shaman! That really would have worked out well if there wasn't Shaman, huh? I mean, for what it's worth, it still could be that. That is still an option if Jew was part of the Shaman pair, right? It's an option, but it's no guarantee. Three and 6 really does work here, though. I guess let's just use Demon and see. What do you say? You say Demon? Yeah, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send this one first. Okay. It was that. Yeah, it was Bishop. Cool. Chancellor. Yeah, I just put it over. Okay. So, like, it's just the architects here. Cool. Like a shaman. So, Triple Slayer. That's just drunk Shaman Puka. Like, that's it. That's just drunk Shaman Puka. Which one's drunk, though? So, one is saying 9 is evil. If 9 was Puka, so 9 cannot be Puka. 9, and if 9 was drunk, you wouldn't say. I think this is Shaman, which is also said by you. Actually, it could be like stairs were created from Shaman, and then like when the judge threw fake. Oh, you know, let's test that. No, that one's real. Okay, so you could be corrupted. So it's not all of them, so you're telling the truth. Let's see what you say. I think you say lying. You say lying, so you're both. So yeah, like I said, Slayer's a Kruger Shaman then. And you're telling the truth, which means you're real, obviously. So it should just be Puka is 8, and then Drunk is 3. Cool. I keep like missing this like shaman. I don't know why I missed twice in a row where I realized, oh wait, there can't be a duplicate of a villager. Ugh. Okay. Reamer, investigator. I should check this. Drunk or poisoner. Interesting. Two cards from corrupted character. 3 cards from corrupted character. This time there is no shaman, so at least on a design. Let's keep flipping. Good contrast. Okay, so let's just do this. Drunk or bard. So this is gonna be a bard again. Essentially, 2 is just saying that 9 is bard, because earlier he said drunk was between 1 and 3. Well, he could just put a voice over there, but I think Dreamer's lying here. I think drunk. I think all bards are fake. Yeah, you say all bards, you say it because all bards are fake. Yeah, I think it's 2 and then a couple bards. Like, what do you say about this? You say bard or what? Drunk or bard? Well, huh. I guess it's possible 2 is drunk. So like, you're drunk. Your poisoner went to you. And then, like, you know, Lilith or Minion or vice versa. That's possible, I suppose. Let's do this. Okay, this might be all 3 bards then, your poisoner. Minion, Lilith. And then because you said there's no drunk for this should be drunk. I mean, poisoner. Yeah, you were drunk. Okay. Works for me. I'm going to today. I went to 58 last time, so through 60. Wow, I'm already almost there. Because that's not long. Okay, so there is Shaman, double Judge, double Scout. Everyone just like Doctor the Baker just to check it out. else do it. Yep, see, yep. That's fine, so I know you guys are lying. So, let's just check this judge, I guess. I guess you're telling the truth. I know you're gonna be lying, so... Learn if, like, Scout is evil, I suppose. So Scout's evil. Could you both Scouts, honestly? Let's check Dreamer. Like Dr. Baker, you know the truth. I think Judge has to be real and corrupted. Because you said, because I know you're lying, and you said that one of the Scouts, that neither Scout was fake, which means one of them is fake. Or evil, rather. Which means someone wants to create the judges, so you have to be real and corrupted. So if between, I know one of the Scouts is fake, at least. I do still have a judge, jeez, I know it's not the truth. But also remember that 5 corrupted someone. So, if we take the 9, honestly I should just use it on like one of them, one of the Scouts, but whatever. I don't know, maybe I could have. So if 9 would not have been corrupted by Plague Doctor, so one of these 3 was corrupted by Plague Doctor. So, let's say 9 is evil. It could be 9 is min. Well, if 9 is min and 7 is shaman, that works, except who would 5 have corrupted, right? So I mean, everyone else is telling the truth. So it's not that. What if 9 is shaman and 7 is minion? And Plague Doctor corrupted 4. Let's do this. Okay, you're lying. So there's not 1 pair of evils. But there's not 2 pairs of evil. Which means there's 0 pairs of evil, and it's 8 and 4. But then who did Plague Doctor corrupt? Seven would be telling the truth. Oh, no, it'd be 7 and 4. It's 7 and 4, and Plague Doctor corrupted 8. That's what it is. Okay. There we go. One more poopy left here. Okay, so you're real. You're telling the truth. And I don't think 6 can be puppeteer here. Well, no, 6 definitely can be puppeteer here. Because, yeah, 7 or 5 could very well be puppet. So. Puka just has to be 3 here, I think. Because, unless you're puppet, you could be. I think it's very likely that. So let's do this. It should be 1. You say 2, shut up. Okay, I think 2 is fake here. I think 3 is Puka. Let's say I kill 3 and 3 is somehow. Actually, could be corrupted. I don't know. I think it's 1, 2, and 3 here, though. Let's say I kill 3 and 3 is not corrupted, right? Let's say 3 is just telling the truth, which means you're real, you're lying. But what would you even be? How would you be lying, right? Because you'd have to be corrupted Puka, which 8's not Puka, and 2's not Puka. You'd have to be Puppeteer, which I know is one of the outcasts. Or you could be Puka, which you're not Puka because 8's not corrupted. So that's not the case. So you're never telling the truth. If you're corrupted, then I can kill you. You're telling the truth. I think you're telling the truth regardless here. You're always telling the truth. Which means 4 is corrupted. It's just 3. Like, it's just 3. You're just Puka, yeah. And then you're Puppeteer, and you're Puppet. Okay. Good stuff. See you tomorrow.